Okay. We are live. Okay, let's wait for this streaming to.
Sure.
Yeah, streaming started soon. Awesome. Okay. Hi, everybody. Y'all are welcome to BSY 2025 Day 2. Okay, I think I need to remove someone from stage. You're welcome to Beyond Service Year Day 2. This is a program for core members, ex-corpers, and fresh graduates across Nigeria to actually help them launch out boldly after NYSC. Because the question is not really after school, what next? The question is actually after NYSC, what next? When the allowance stops coming in, when you're thrown into the job market, and it's quite a lot for a lot of persons. It's really tough out there. So that's like why we are putting this thing together. And we have, okay, some persons are not here yet. Okay, this is 5:57, and we actually gave out the information that we are supposed to be starting by 6 p.m. But I actually scheduled the live for 5:57, for 5:55 rather. So while we are waiting, so it's not be so unfair to people that we started off without them. So in the next 3 minutes, we'll be starting about. While we are waiting, I'll just have to be getting a few value from you before others join in, right? I mean, that's the perks of being the host. So, hi, Messiah. I mean, you can just do like a few introduction, even, okay, people are already joining in now, but you
Sure.
have the stage now, can do like a little introduction. Okay, let's start with how has it been for you today, this year, freelancing, being a top-rated Upwork. Okay, somebody is here actually. Being a top-rated Upwork freelancer and client acquisition coach. I mean, how has the journey really been for you? Because I know you did not, there's lots of backstories actually. So maybe we can start with hearing your backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there, down there, up there, down there. But then it's just like as long as whatever it is, as long as you just keep growing, right? Because I would say, oh, it's all perfect, life is great, you understand? But then life is never like that, right? So life happens when you're making your plans and you're making everything. But as long as you just like keep that momentum going, right? Just keep on growing, no matter what. Just make sure today is better than yesterday, I guess. But yeah, it's been going well. It's been going well. Uh, I don't know. I don't know exactly. Well, it's been going well. Let me just put it like that. It's been going well enough.
Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you here. Yeah, people are joining in now. I can see Omomo Abiola. I can see you. Who else? I can see Peace. Hi, Peace. Yes, we made it. Part 2. We made it. Thank you. Please tell us where you are watching from in the comment section. Tell us where you're watching from. Let's get comments from you all. And yes, to say welcome to our guests. Our guest today is Messiah Ekaite. Okay, Loveson. Loveson. Oh, sorry for pronouncing your name the wrong way. Thank you, Loveson. Thank you for joining us. Hi. Okay. Thank you. From Nigeria. Oh, of course. Of course, we mount. Yes, we do. Honestly, we mount because me myself, forget I'm hosting. I'm actually here to get lots of value. Because if you all know the man on screen, you all will be ready. I mean, Messiah Kaite, he knows his stuff. I'm actually like one of the people he has impacted. So when we tell you people that we were bringing premium or nothing to BSY, we actually mean it. Hello, Elizabeth, viewing from Abia State. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello. Sorry, rather. Messiah is a top-rated Upwork freelancer. If you've been on Upwork, you know Upwork is actually, I will not say it's really hard to win on Upwork, but if you know your stuff, so but for him to be able to crack Upwork and actually become a top-rated Upwork freelancer, yes, the mighty Messiah, exactly. So yes, the mighty Messiah and a client acquisition coach. I know a lot of persons are here. It's like, how do I get clients? How do I really? There's no job, blah, 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 blah. You're actually facing the right person that can actually navigate that path for you. Thank you. I cite you to Chinedu from Imo State. Thank you so much. So, Messiah, I think your section starts now. So please, the stage is yours now.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments how's everyone doing. I want to try to join through my own YouTube, like on my phone, so that I can actually follow things. I guess in my own way. But yeah. But then, how's everyone doing? How are we all doing today? Perfect. So, as Rejoice said, my name is Ekaite Messiah. Right. My name is Messiah Ekaite, whichever one, however you want to put it. Right. And let me start with saying this. Right. The truth is, in a way, I have no right to be advising you guys. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly why I said I have no right to be advising you guys, or to tell you guys about should I say post like beyond service here and all of that, right? Now, why I said that is I'm a dropout, right? I did not finish university because of financial constraints, right? And I don't know. I've never collected alawi. I don't know how services. I
That
don't know.
feels.
I don't know how any of those things are. And the crazy thing about it is that I actually used to be very. I used to teach tutorials back then. I was an all A student and all of that. But then obviously life happens, and then I was
Yeah.
studying pharmacy at the University of Port Harcourt, and I had to drop out. But then, so
Wow.
that's why I said, in a way, right? I'll say in a way I have no right, but then I'll tell you why you want to listen to me today. So I'm going to give you three reasons, or like let's just put it like three angles on why you want to listen to me today. So the first is just going to be like a short backstory of where I'm coming from, right? The second is going to be what I've achieved, and then the third is going to be what I've helped people achieve. And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to hit immediately into how I can help you achieve that. Or I'm just going to give you the information that you need, and then I want you to like run with it and do whatever you have to do. So obviously, I said I had to. I dropped out from school, so obviously things were not the best growing up. Right? I'm from Akwa Ibom, but I was born and raised in Ibadan. I grew up in Ibadan, and I don't know if you guys. This is Nigeria. I think it's everywhere in Nigeria, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen all these young boys picking iron on the ground. I don't know if you guys have. Let me know in the comments if you've seen them. In Yoruba land, we used to call them shagolo shagolo. I think here in Port Harcourt, they call them condemn iron, right? Or condemn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I did that for 2 years. Let me just have it in mind that that is something that I have exact. So I did that for 2 years of my life. So I lost my mom when I was 15, and my mom was the one mostly bringing money into the house. My mom was the breadwinner, so I had to start hustling. And at that point, I had no skills. I was 15 years old, for crying out loud. So all I could do was I just started picking iron because I saw some young boys around me doing it, and I started doing it. And I was doing that with secondary school, and all of that. But that's what I did for like 2 years. And then my elder brother that was in Port Harcourt was like, man, I don't like what you're doing there in Ibadan. I don't like how life is for you, that sort of thing. So just come to Port Harcourt, come and school. But then you know how life is, regardless of family or whatever, it's not easy for everybody. So I got to Port Harcourt. I gained admission into the University of Port Harcourt first. Somebody said Iron Man. I'm telling you, right? And that went for a while. I studied microbiology for some time. Then after I left again, after 2 years, they were like, you're too smart. Why are you doing microbiology? But me, I wanted something I could do and hustle. But I decided, but my family did not understand. Perfectly fine, right? And then I got into pharmacy. Did that my year 3. I had to drop out from school. And by the way, see, all of these things happened because I'm 23 right now. So all of these things happened in like short time between when I was 17 till you get. But anyways, I had to drop out from school. Then Corona happened, as we all know. I actually dropped out after Corona, but then Corona happened, and that's when I found freelancing, which is what I'm going to be teaching you guys today. That's what I'll be touching on today, right? And obviously, it was hard at first. But then I was able to figure it out, as Rejoice has said. I was able to figure it out. And Rejoice is one of my students. She sees the wins that go on in my community every single day. Let me just show you guys, right? Let me just show you guys. So this is from today. Oh my God, I don't know if this thing is clear enough, but this is from
Yeah,
today.
can I say?
Yeah, exactly. So every single day, these are Nigerians landing job in dollars. So it's not just about me, myself, right? It's about also helping people to achieve this. In this yesterday, somebody else. And that's how it is, like back to back to back. But anyways, here's what I've helped myself achieve, right? So as she said, I went from picking iron, I went from struggling to not just earning enough money to take care of my family, but I've actually been to 4 countries outside Nigeria, right? I make sure I travel out at least once every year since things started making sense. I've made well over $100,000 as a freelancer, which is
Mm.
again, yeah, which is again what I'm teaching you guys about. And in 2022, I was awarded top rated plus on Upwork. And what that means is I was awarded as one of the top 3% in the world, right?
Mm.
Because so what I like to say, so as a freelancer, I'm a copywriter, which means I just write. Let me just put it like that. I write. But I might not be the best copywriter in Nigeria. In fact, I might not even be the best copywriter in Port Harcourt, right? Or Lagos or
Mm.
wherever, right? But one thing I am good at, one thing you cannot beat me at, is getting that job. So one thing I have been very, 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 very good at is landing jobs. And that's what has been like my main. I have never lacked jobs, honestly, as a freelancer. I have never ever lacked jobs. So I don't really know what it's like to lack jobs. So all I just did was I compiled all of that, right? I compiled all of that into a program. And that is the same program that Rejoice joined. That is the same program. If you just go to bit.ly/PFA wins, you will see over 600 Nigerians. Yes, 600. Because one thing I am very, very like heavy on is results, right? If it's not giving me results, what am I doing? Like, why exactly am I wasting my time doing this? Or why exactly am I even why exactly am I doing? You understand? So one thing I am very, very serious about is results. So I've also helped like a lot of Nigerians land dollar paying jobs back to back to back to back to back. And that is exactly what I want to share with you today. So as I said, guys, I'll give you 3 reasons, 3 angles why you need to listen to me. First is that I don't know how things are right now for you. You understand? I don't know if you're broke. I don't know if you have if you have a lot of money. I don't know where you are financially, right? But just take this from a dropout who could not go to school because of financial constraints, who had to pick iron on the road for like 2 years, you understand, on streets to sell, to earn a living. Take it from somebody who has gone through that background, has made a shit ton of money, you understand, and I'm still 23 years old. I have like my future ahead of me. I'm still like building and building and building and building, right? I make millions every month, and I've also helped people make that, you understand. So that is why I think you should listen to me. And if you're still here with me, or if you're willing to listen to me, just let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me see how many people are excited. Let me see how many people are
Yeah.
excited. How many people want to push. How many people want to earn in dollars? You want to earn
100K or nothing, please.
a crazy amount of money. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the beautiful thing about it is that when you actually start making money like this, it's nothing. I will not really say it's nothing, to be honest. Like, we are grateful at the end of the day. We're grateful to God. But
Mm.
it's just like, oh, okay, I've done it. Now I want, now you understand. How do I get to the next level? How do I get to the next level? And then what you've made is like, ah, man, you understand? Exactly. But anyways, if you've not gotten to that level yet, right, where you're making thousands of dollars every single month for the past how many years? For the past since 2022, I don't think I've had a month where I've done less than 1-2 million, right? Since 20, this is like over 3 years now. Since I was 21 years old, I don't think I've had a month where I've done less than 7 figures. So if you are at that point, right, and then you want to get to this level where you're okay, it's consistent, it's every month, you're doing well enough for you to travel, right? Enough for you to. The last time I traveled, I was even able to take my girl with me, right? Went to have
Mm.
fun and all of that. You understand? If that's something you're interested in, then you definitely want to listen. But anyways, today I'll be talking about freelancing. Now, in case you don't know what freelancing is about, is more or less. So let's look at this as your 9 to 5 jobs, right? So a lot of people go to school. To be very honest, not right now. Before, people want to go to school so that they become doctors and go to the hospital. But right now, everybody's finishing school and like, man, you understand that confusion. What do I do next? You understand?
Yeah.
Where
Exactly.
exactly do I go from here? Right. So I want you to think of the 9 to 5, like think of a normal 9 to 5. But
Yeah.
instead of you working for Nigerian companies, you're working for companies in the US, you're working for companies in the UK, in Australia, in Canada, in top like countries that are going to pay you in dollars, countries that are going to pay you in pounds. You understand? And that is more or less what freelancing is all about. So whatever skill you're doing, like as I said, I am a copywriter. Now, what that means is I write for marketing purposes. So I've always been great at selling. I've always been good at, you understand? So all I just did was I just pieced it together and then I write for marketing purposes. So when you go to a website, the words that you see on a website is what I do. When you get an email, a marketing email, those words on the email, that's what I do. They still have to give it to somebody else to design, but without me, you understand, they will not get, you understand, something that they are going to push out to sell.
Mhm.
And then there are different skills. There's graphics designing. There are some of you guys that can design with Canva. How many of you guys can design with Canva right here? Or you can edit. At least you edit your own TikTok videos. You can edit with CapCut. You understand? Or you edit your own social media. You understand? That is a skill that you can actually package and sell, right? You can design with Canva, even though it's just logos. Logo designing on its own. I'm not even saying you're like full scale graphics designing. Logo designing on its own, right? Is even a skill that you can package and sell and actually start getting paid every single month from it. I have a student, Favor Udje. You can search her name, Favor Udje. Favor Udje is a designer. All she does is she designs with Canva. She was a final year Unilag student when she joined my community. And right now, she's doing nothing less than $2,000 per month, right? Nothing less than $2,000 per month. And all she does is she designs with Canva, the exact same Canva that you have access to for free. I think even the paid version is just like, what, 2005 or something. You understand? So all of this, or virtual assistant, let's say you know how to manage somebody's time very well. You can pester somebody. Hey, what's up? Your calendar has this, your this thing has this. You understand? These are like little things that you can actually do that it's not going to take you 6 months to actually learn the skill. Because see, I like saying this thing. You want to get into this, you want to get into this, you want to get into that, or you want to start investing in this, you want to start investing in that. The truth about the matter is you are not looking to eat things. It's not in 6 months' time you want to eat, you want to eat. Am I making sense? You're not waiting. You understand? Exactly. You want to start making money now. You're not making, so there are actually a lot of skills that you can design. There's web designing, there's programming. These are skills that actually take a bit more, you understand, oomph to it. There's project management, there's product. There are so many. Facebook advertising. Think of anything. See, do you consistently post on social media? If you consistently post on social media, do you know that you already have a portfolio? Now, how? You can be a social media manager, helping somebody manage their social media, because a lot of these guys, they don't actually have the time to start thinking of posts to write, thinking of this. You can give them ideas. See, shoot this for me. You understand? And they will actually do it. All of this, but then instead of doing it for Nigerian companies, you're doing it for international companies. So if you want to become a freelancer like me, right, here are the exact steps you can take. Number one, you need to get a high income skill. A high income skill. Now, there are a lot of skills out there, but then you want a skill that is high income, that is going to pay you well, right? Copywriting, graphics designing, programming, product management, product and project management, data analysis. If you're able to get a company that's going to pay you well for data analysis, boom, it's going to blow your mind the amount of money that you're going to make, right? And all these skills, right? So you can just go on Google and just search high income skills and just search for anyone, right? So then the first thing you want to do is you want to learn a high income skill. You can either use Udemy. You would see courses on Udemy for like 2,500. You see courses on Udemy for like 3,500, 5,000. Things are like very, very cheap, low entry. The first course that I took as a freelancer, as a copywriter, is Tam Anderson's copywriting course, right? Tam Anderson, you can read Tammy or something. Tamsin Anderson, yeah, Tam Anderson. She's a woman, copywriting course. I got the first course for free. So she was doing this promo, right? So you get a free course, and then when I saw that, okay, that one was good, but then it wasn't almost enough. You understand? I just like bought another one, but all I paid was just like 3,500 to actually learn the skill, copywriting. But then after you now get into copywriting, after you get into graphic designing or editing or any of these digital skills that are there, the question now is, how do you make money from it? Because like it or not, there are a lot of programs, there are a lot of boot camps, there are a lot of courses, there are a lot of mentorship, everything. See, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that are well enough for you to learn any skill you want. To be honest, if you actually even say you want to go on YouTube and learn any particular skill, you will see every single resource that you need. But then the main issue where a lot of people fall short is, how do you now make money with this skill that you've learned? And fortunately, that is my expertise, right? So now there are different platforms that you can use to make money with any of these skills. There is Upwork, which is my specialty, right? But then there are others like Fiverr, there is People Per Hour, there is freelancer.com. There are a lot of them out there. You can say you just want to code email directly. That is also a way to go about it, right? But then let me just break down to you how I use Upwork. So now to get started with Upwork, it's very, very easy. You just create an Upwork account. It's or let's create an account. It's just like you're creating a social media account. You create the account, you verify the account, you're good to go, right? So you create an Upwork account. And then after you create the account, the problem now is, let me show you guys Upwork so that you guys just see UPWORK. Where is the app? Let me just show you guys. Sorry, I've not opened it on my phone yet. I just did an update. Don't worry, let me quickly update. I just did an update on my iOS. So I have to update that. Yeah, but then after I'll show you Upwork. So when you open Upwork, when you open an Upwork account, there are hundreds of jobs. I promise you, no matter what skill, no matter what digital skill that you get into, there are hundreds of jobs every single day that are actually going to pay you in dollars, right? They're actually going to pay you a currency that is obviously stronger than Naira, because that's, in my opinion, to be honest with you, and sorry for, you understand, breaking this whole thing. But then, to be honest with you, I really do think one of the most surest way, unless maybe you land a job in an oil company that's paying you like 10, 12, 13 million naira every month or even more, right? One of the best you can actually be financially secure in Nigeria is if you're not earning in Naira. You need to earn in dollars. You understand? So the whole question is, how do you now do that legally? You need to earn in dollars, because no matter however things are going on in the country, if you notice, if things are bad in the country, dollar price is increasing. Now, what that means is if you're earning $1,000 per month, right, and then maybe you're converting at 1.5 per dollar, which is like what's 1.5 million, and then things in the country are a bit iffy, you'll notice the dollar price will always jump again. So now what that means is if you're earning 1.5 million and something happens and dollar price goes up to $1,700, and then everything is now a bit more expensive again, it will not really affect you much, because even that same $1,000 you are earning is no longer 1.5 million, it's now 1.7 million. I don't know if what makes sense. Understand? Absolutely. So no matter, you're always going to be on top. And that's you just have to earn in a currency where you're always on top. Perfect. So I'm opening my Upwork account right now just to show you guys. Right. So this is my Upwork account, and I can keep scrolling, and there are tons and tons of jobs every single day. And this is just for me that is a copywriter. You will not see graphics design jobs here every day. And I can keep scrolling. I can just, let me refresh, and then to go to another page again. And that's how to just keep going. Every single day, there are hundreds of jobs. But then the question is, as there are hundreds of jobs, there are also hundreds of freelancers. In fact, there are millions of freelancers on Upwork also that also want to get these jobs. So for every single job you're pitching for every single job you're applying for on Upwork, just have it in mind that at least 100 other people are also going to compete for this job. Then the question now comes to, how do you stand out? How do you win against hundreds of other people that might even be better than you? You understand? Now, the number one thing, and I'm pretty sure you just know about this already, but I call it my overdue strategy. It's very, very important. Overdue strategy, right? So I'm a freelancer. My girlfriend is a freelancer. Let me just quickly tell you how I got this strategy, right? So I'm a freelancer. My girlfriend is a freelancer, right? And back then we're living in the self-con. Our laptop, something was wrong with our laptop, right? But then there was a job. We saw this job on Upwork. Hey, this job was paying very, very well. So she first used my laptop to pitch, right? So after she used my laptop to pitch for the job, so at that point, if she sees me, because my own pitching can take like 1 hour, but then our own will just take like 10, 15 minutes. You understand? Just like quick, send. Before plenty people pitch, you understand? Me, I don't really care about that. I'm like, let me just take my time and do what I know. You understand? Do what I know to be good. But then she will always say, "Babe, you're always overdoing. You too, they overdo. Right? So there was this job that needed to hire 3 freelancers. The job was paying very, very well. It needed to hire 3 freelancers. Then, so first, my girlfriend pitched for the job. So she pitched for the job using my laptop because her own laptop battery was dead. Then after, I had to call somebody. So there was this girl that at that point, I was like, okay, let me try to see, because at that time I thought myself, I started freelancing. I taught my girlfriend freelancing, started making money from it, and I taught my best friend freelancing. So at that point, I was like, okay, let me see if I can actually teach somebody that I don't know, that I've never seen before. So one of my girlfriend's friend's cousin, just, you know how all these things are, beg, help me teach, you understand? Exactly. So I reached out. So she wanted to she wanted to get into freelancing and all of that. She also had just graduated from school back then, mass communication. So we started together, and I called her. I was like, see, there's this job I want you to pitch for. But she was like, oh, Mr. You've not taught me that style, or you've not, you understand, got into that level with me yet. I was like, okay, see, come online, We've created your channel. We've created your Upwork account already. It's just for us to pitch. Come online. Let's pitch together. So she came online, and then I logged into her account and I used my laptop to pitch for her. After I used my laptop to pitch for her, using this strategy, my girl at that time, it did not have a name. My girl was just like, "You too, overdue, you too, overdue," right? And then after I pitched for her, I then pitched for myself. Now, at the end of it, we had 313 people pitch for that job. They chose 3 people. And the 3 people that they chose me, they chose that girl that I pitched for, and then they chose someone in the Philippines. Now, can you see that it is not a coincidence that out of over 300 people, they chose 2 people that used this my strategy, and that job, that one job, ended up paying me personally $32,130. That's one job. Exactly. If you check my LinkedIn, you see the receipt. I dropped. If you check my LinkedIn, one of my LinkedIn posts, I think it's one of the pinned one. You see the receipt. Just one job paid me over $32,000. And that girl that I thought, because she was just new, actually, she don't really like have this, like she was just learning the skill, so she was not as good as I was to command the sort of money I command. But she, for her first job ever as a freelancer, paid her almost $12,000.
Oh my God. Where have we been all these days?
You understand? And it was mind blowing. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is making sense, right? So I started pitching only with that strategy, and then I started noticing 4 out of every 5 jobs I get it, instead of before where I was maybe 1 out of every 5 jobs you get. You understand? 4 out of every 5 jobs I get it. It got to a point where I was back in. There was a time where I closed 13 jobs on a row, like in a row. Not every single job I pitched for at that point, I was landing the jobs back to back to back, and it was crazy. Right, so I started teaching it, right, and as I said, I started teaching it last year when somebody Joseph Don. I don't know if you guys know Joseph Don, but he's also big on the internet. So Joseph Don reached out to me, and then it was like, wait, this guy, like, you're making moves, because I don't like social media, I don't like any of those things, right? I have people managing the whole thing. It's like you're making moves, but then nobody knows you. Like, why exactly does nobody know you? I know that, okay, yes, this thing that you're doing actually is different. It stands out. But then you're like nobody, and then that's why he convinced me to actually start teaching it. And as I've said, if you go to bit.ly/PFA wins, you see over 600 Nigerians just from last year, right? I've landed dollar-paying jobs with this exact same strategy. So now, let me now tell you what this strategy is. Let me tell you what my overdue strategy is. So let me open a job on Upwork, right? Let's just open a job on Upwork. So let me see a job that has, okay, so we have this job. So this job is email expert for creating newsletter for personal brand with 600,000 followers, right? Now, this job wants to pay $4,000. Can you see it? So that's like $4,000 per month, right? Which is good, very, very good money, actually. $4,000 per month to create emails, more or less, for a brand. Now, if I scroll down, let me see how many people has pitched for the job. So right now, can you guys see the number? 70 people have pitched for the job already. 70 people have pitched for this job that wants to pay $4,000 per month, right? Somebody said the figures are giving them migraines. So now the question is, how do you stand out? So here's exactly what I do. So number one, I'm going to pitch just like everybody else. I'm just going to pitch on the job post just like everybody else. But instead of them stopping there, I'm not going to stop there. So now look at this client, right? So look at this company. I'm going to scroll down and go to the reviews. I want to just like do like a rough practice live, right? So let me scroll down to this client review so that I'll show you guys. Okay, perfect. So this is where this client's review, that's this person, the company that posted this job. This is the reviews that they have. So all I just want to do is I want to scroll through the review and see if I can get any personal information about the person who posted this job. Now remember, I've pitched for the job, right? I've also hired somebody off Upwork. So when you pitch for a job, you get a notification. So person just pitched for your job. So I've pitched for the job one. So the person is going to get a notification. Sorry, a kiting Messiah just pitched for your job. But he probably is not going to think about it at all. He's just going to, okay, he has gotten it from 70 people already. So you understand? He's not going to think about my name or think about any of that, right? I need to go the extra mile. So what I did, so first I go to his recent jobs. So look at the reviews of the clients working with other freelancers, right? And then I just scroll through to get the client's name. So let me just do this. I'm just going to do this live. I look through 100 different people. Ravi is incredible. So that is a freelancer, a great client to work with. Let me just click on showing I had damn, this is like a long review. So I'm just going to keep on scrolling till I see Nafis. This is Nafis on it. Let me just confirm. So what I like doing is I like to make sure that I check at least, okay, perfect. So it's not even Nafis, it's Austin. So look at this review. I don't know if it's very clear. So this is a review that a freelancer wrote to this client saying, Austin is a real quality client and human being. He has treated me with kindness and professionalism, blah, 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 blah. So now I know one thing. I know that the client's first name is Austin. I'll keep on checking any other information. Can I get his surname? Can I get somebody who will say Mr. This? You understand? I'm just going to keep on checking. So Austin. So all of them are saying what? All of them are saying Austin, right? So at least now I know the person's name is Austin. Now, for every Upwork job, if you scroll down, that's before the reviews, right? When you just want to see about client, you're going to see the client's exact location. So you can see this client's exact location is in Vinton, United States, right? So this client's location is in Vinton, United States. So now I've known a few things about this company. I've known that now this is a personal brand with over 600,000 followers. The name of the person is Austin, and the person is based in Vinton, United States. The next thing I will do is I will now start checking the client's previous job posts. Now I was checking reviews, right? I'll now start checking previous job posts to see if I can see any other personal information, right? But saying like blah blah, the brand. Okay. So this brand offers real estate investment coaching and mentorship program. So now I know that this is a real estate company or a real estate mentorship company based in Vinton. The name of the person is Austin. You understand? I have all this information together. All I have to do is put all this information on Google, and boom, I'll find the person. Am I making sense? All I have to do is just all this information, put it on Google, you find the person. Now, when you've done that, the next thing you now want to do is reach out to the person outside Upwork, which is where the overdue strategy starts. Now, remember, I've pitched for the job already. The next thing I now want to do is reach out outside Upwork. So when I search for the person's details, I'm looking for one thing, the person's LinkedIn address, right? The person's LinkedIn. Now, if you know anything about LinkedIn, you know that when you open a LinkedIn account, right, or when you open a person's LinkedIn account, the person is going to get a notification. So person just viewed your profile. Now, remember, I've pitched for the job. The person has seen my name. Ekati Messiah just pitched for this job. But as I said, again, it's probably not even going to take any notes to it, right? Now, I'm going to open the person's profile on LinkedIn. The person is going to get a notification. Ekati Messiah just opened your profile on LinkedIn. It's probably not even going to think about it too much, right? Then the next thing I'm now going to do is I'm now going to look for the person's post. It doesn't even matter if the person's post is from 2 years ago. It doesn't matter if the person's post is from 3 years ago. It doesn't matter if the person's post is from yesterday. If you comment on the post, they will still get notification today. So the next thing I'm now going to do is I'm going to look for at least 2 posts that I'm going to react to. Whether I just like or love, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to react to one. It's going to get a notification. Messiah Kate just liked your post. That's how many times you have seen my name. 3. I'm going to react to another. Messiah Kate just reacted to your post. How many times have I seen my name again? 4. I'm not done, right? The next thing I'm now going to do is I'm now going to comment on just one of these 2 posts. So remember, I've reacted to 2. I'm now going to comment on 1. And see, it doesn't matter if the person is talking about, well, let me think of something I don't know anything about. Extracting thing from whatever. It doesn't matter. You can just copy the post, give ChatGPT, and tell it, give me 1 sentence contributing to this conversation. Or give me 1 short paragraph contributing to this conversation. I don't need to know anything about the topic. You understand? The person can be talking something about deep in tech, and then I'm not that deep in tech. You understand? ChatGPT is going to give me a message. I'm just going to make sure it sounds human. And then I'll drop it in the comments. The person is going to get a notification. Messiah Kate just commented on your post. Now, see, there are different types of comments. You know, there are comments under your post where they're just like, this is super insightful. Thanks for sharing. You don't really take those comments seriously. Yeah. Comments that say something like, oh yeah, I've been through this before, blah, 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 blah. You understand? Or that just contribute to the conversation. So if you're talking about beans, the person is talking about Gary, you'll be like, okay, yeah, beans and Gary go where? You understand what I'm trying to say? Those are the comments you actually take seriously. So the person is going to get a notification. Messiah Kate just commented on your post. And when they actually open the comment, they'll see that this is actually an insightful comment. And that's how many times that this person has seen my name? 5 times. And I am not yet done. Wow. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to send a personalized connection request. So when you're connecting with somebody on LinkedIn, you have a chance to add a short note, right? So I'm going to add a short note. I'll be like, let's say the person's name is Austin, right? Austin from LinkedIn. I'm going to say, hi, Austin. I just read your post about blah, blah, blah. And it was super insightful. Thanks for sharing. My name is Messiah and I'm an expert copywriter. And I would just love to connect with you on this platform just to see, you understand, where our paths might cross in the future. I'm not even going to sell myself in that initial message, right? I'm not going to make it sales. It's just me connecting with somebody after, you understand, seeing his post, enjoying his, even though say I don't even enjoy him, right? But then Nigerians were expert in one thing, and that's whining. So just do what Nigerians why. You understand? Exactly.
Yes.
I'm going to personalize connection request because again, with LinkedIn, a lot of people just send connection. They just send connect, connect, connect. When you can add a short note, what do you have to lose? Right? So I'm going to send a personalized connection request. So the person is now going to get another notification. Messiah just sent you what? He just sent you a personalized connection request. So he just sent you a note or blah, 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 right? That's how many times that this client has seen my name. 6 times. I am not done.
Okay. I love
I
where this
am.
is going.
Then the next thing I now do is I now use contact out. You guys can search it. CONTACTOUT. Contact out or apollo.io. APOLLO.io. So these are free tools that can scrape people's personal email from LinkedIn. So the next thing I'm now going to do is I will now use these free tools to scrape this person's personal email address, and I will now end it with a personalized cold email. They call this cold email. That's you are sending an email to somebody who doesn't even know you. So the person generally is supposed to be cold towards you, right? So you're sending an
That's what
email to break that ice. You understand? You're sending an email to break that ice. That's what they also call it icebreakers. That's the first line. They also call it icebreakers. So you send an email saying, "Hi, I just read your post on LinkedIn and I love." You understand? Same, almost similar thing. And then it is on this email that you're not allowed to sell yourself. Because one beautiful thing is, I'm an email copywriter. So one way that these clients expect that they don't blame you for even selling yourself, you're selling yourself through email, right? Apollo.io for those that are asking. Apollo.io, right?
Io. Yes.
So and then I send a cold email. The person is still not going to get another notification. Kaite Messiah just sent you an email. That's how many times he has seen my name. 7 times. Tell me why he will not hire me.
I think it's just remaining dream for you to actually get the
I'm
person's
telling
dream.
you, to
Everywhere.
enter the you start dreaming of your name. But tell me why he's going to see my name 7 times and he's going to choose anybody else over me. Because at that point, he's going to start thinking, if this guy can put all this effort before he lands the job, I wonder what he will do when he finally gets the job. Am I making sense? I wonder what he's going to do when he finally gets the job. And that is exactly how the overdue strategy works. That is exactly why I land a lot of the jobs I pitch for. Like 80-90% of the jobs I pitch for, I land. Why? Because of this one reason. I am willing to go the extra mile even before you have even assured me that, yes, you are going to give me this job or pay me. I am willing to go that extra mile. And I promise you, if you implement this exact same strategy in the way I put it, I know that there's still like some, you understand, hey, okay, what exactly am I going to write in email and all of that? But if you can actually just settle down and implement this, I promise you, there is no reason why you're not going to land your first dollar paying job as quickly as possible. And the beautiful thing about it is that you work from your house. All the while I was traveling, when I was in the UK, I was still working for these companies. When I was in Rwanda with my girl, I was still working for these companies. Wherever I travel to, I'm still working for these companies. You can work from anywhere. All you need is your laptop and your phone. It's as simple as that. Use your phone on hotspots to your laptop. Work. You get what I'm trying to say? That comfort is there. That flexibility is there. And the sweetest thing about it, that money is there. You just have to do it right. Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
And so therefore, guys, I hope, right, as I said, I wanted to give you guys reasons to listen to me. I hope that you do not regret listening to me because that was actually all I have to share for you today. Right?
Oh my. I don't know. I
Try it
feel
out and let me
cheated.
know.
Yes, I feel cheated because I've gotten your course before and I feel you just gave out like almost everything for free. Right? I am so excited. Oh my god, that's a lot. I don't even know what to say. Talking about the code emails, I think that was even how I actually reached out to you. So guys,
Yeah.
yes, code email works. That's how I was able to get him. Yeah, because yes, I have taken this course before, but he has like a lot of students. So there's no way like, oh, he knows every of his students one by one or know them by name. So that was actually how I was able to get to him. I sent him a cold email, and gratefully, thankfully, he said yes. And one thing I want to say about like job stuff, I'm in sales, I'm in tech sales, right? And a lot of persons are applying to jobs, doing CVs and everything. I tell people, especially for those people that are in sales, I want to talk to people that are in sales. If you are in sales, treat job as sales. How would you sales? You want to book meetings, right? That's what you do as a salesperson. I'm a tech person, business development representative. What you are hired for is to book meetings, right? Now, list out a list of companies you want to work with, and then as a salesperson, you already know you have to prospect. Like you said, apollo.io, apollo.io. It's you get their details, their emails. Treat your job hunting as sales, like that's your skill. I want a company to hire me. What's the best way to prove to them that you know what you want, but that you know how to do your stuff? Cold email, cold call them. Yes, you can cold call recruiters. You absolutely can,
Anyway,
right?
in
Cold
case you
call
guys don't
them.
sorry to cut you short. Apollo and Contact Out actually gives you these people. It doesn't just give you their email address, it also gives you their phone number. Now, that might be like only when, oh, I really, really want this job, and then this person hasn't responded. I'll just check to see if the phone number is on WhatsApp, and I then I'll text them on WhatsApp. And I've actually done this, and it has landed me a job before. Now, it might be very, very extreme, but I only do this for the jobs that no, this job must not go.
You
You
must
understand?
get it.
But that tool
Absolutely.
actually also gives you their number. So you can, even if you can, call. If you can, text. You understand? Whichever one you want to do.
You just have to do the extra stuffs. Every other person are applying via their CV, every other person are sending them, oh, please come and hire me. You don't want to do that. You want to do, that's why it's called overdue. You have to overdo because you
Yeah.
really just have to overdo. Reach out. So many touch points. It should not be just one. Let them keep seeing your name. And there's something called follow up as well. Keep following up strategically, not following up and begging. Some persons, what they do sometimes, if for example, you are a graphic designer or you're a website designer, you can go to their website and even check out something and say, oh, I could fix that. Point it out. You are doing your job. You are showing them that when they hire you, you can actually deliver. You're not begging right now, right? So you're actually like showing up as that person. So they'll have no reason, absolutely no reason not to hire you. Okay, guys, I guess you guys are taking so much, so much, and oh my god, let me hear from you in the comment. How do you feel? I mean, what do you have to say to Messiah? How do you feel? People are saying my mind. This is mind blowing. Apollo words. Okay, okay. Questions too. Questions can come in, please. If you have questions, please questions can come in. This is a huge opportunity. Please, oh, milk it. It's hard to get Messiah. It's very, very hard. This is a very huge opportunity. So milk it, overdue, follow up. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we have any questions. But yeah, guys, this is it. Overdue strategy. You really have to be hungry. I think that's the very first step. You really have to be very hungry for success. You go the extra mile. You have to really go the extra mile. That same job, there are lots of job actually. There's nothing like there's no job. There are jobs, but the same way there are jobs, there are also people seeking that opportunity. So what makes you stand out? What is that extra thing that you do that will make you stand out for it? So that's where the overdue strategy comes to play. And check out Messiah on LinkedIn. Check him out on LinkedIn, Messiah Ekaite. I would also like drop his handle on LinkedIn. I took his course. I'm a student. You guys, everybody they are walking the talk basically. They have these results. It's real and everything. So please check him out, connect to him. Try and see if you can even reach out to him and try this over this strategy on him, right? Let's see.
Let's see.
Try this over this strategy. Text him on LinkedIn. It basically don't stalk people. Don't you just have to be strategic for people to really listen to you. Oh, let me even check out this person. What does this person have to offer? So let's see. So guys, and yes, everything. I'm sure you all have learned so much. Let me check. Are there questions now? Okay. Um, see me smiling shamelessly outside. Oh, amazing! Thank God. Um, please, can you quickly mention the overdue strategies he mentioned? I think you have to watch the video again. Or is it something you want to recap? I think.
I think they can just watch the recording. It's the exact same thing.
Yes, it's the exact same thing. So please, you can watch the recording again. And even those that are following, one thing, sometimes you have to watch something again to actually even get out some information again. So I would advise you to watch it again. So I want to attend your class. Okay, somebody said they want to attend your training. Yes. So maybe
So
you
if
could
you want
give
to
them
join,
a few details.
just text this number on WhatsApp 070 1524 2208. So just text this number on WhatsApp and just say, I want to join PFA. So I call it Profitable Freelancing Academy. So just text that number on WhatsApp and say, I want to join PFA, and you're going to get every single information that you need. I'll call it again 070 1524 2208. So just text that number and say you want to join PFA, and you'll be good to go.
Wow. Wow. You guys just got celebrities' number for free. That's That's amazing. Thank you so much, Miss. I feel so good. Thank you so much for honoring this invite, for saying yes to BSY. I'm really so thankful. You all are people that actually caught this vision even before it came live and even before the world saw it. And I'm so grateful. I do not take your time for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do have an amazing evening.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
And good luck in
Bye.
whatever future you have planned, I guess. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Wow, people of God, that was really value packed. And yes, that's Messiah Ekaite. He's a top rated. I've said this over and over and over again, and client acquisition coach. So, he has given you guys numbers on a platter. Please, you have no reason to succeed, to be very honest. And I love the fact that he actually is not coming from, oh, there's no silver spoon. He actually did this stuff, struggled himself, and then walked up to the top. So who else would you listen to? So please plug into all of these opportunities. Run it immediately, implement immediately. Don't keep it in your book and be excited and be hyped or motivated. No, this is not about motivation right now. It's not about motivation. Remember Coach Epi yesterday, she was like, nobody can motivate you more than hunger or more than your background. So if that is not enough motivation, I don't know what else. Anyways, we have another speaker. Okay, let's see if our guest is here. Our second guest. See, let me check the backstage. Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, Vina, I hope you're ready to come up stage. I'll put you on stage soon. So we have our second speaker for today, guys. Another gem is about to drop. Are you guys even ready? I know a lot of you are still processing everything that Messiah have dropped. But yes, another mind-blowing section is coming up. Vina, I'm bringing you up stage now. People should be clapping wherever you are. Be clapping, be clapping, be clapping. A big man is coming. A big man is coming. Okay, Vina, you're on stage. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Hi, Rina. We are so excited to have you. Good evening. Welcome to BSI, Beyond Service here. We are so honored. We're very honored to have you. And Rina is here to make you guys win. Oh, So yeah, Rina is IT specialist and a creative professional. When I say creative professional, I mean it is creative in so you wear so many hats. It was actually during our call that I got to find out that he actually is a banker. Am I correct? A banker as well. But he also
Yeah,
is so
I'm a banker.
skilled also, and that's because he does not like the too much the money in remote work is that's not a problem. He has figured that out, so he decided to just go for his passion. You get, so that's actually why, because some persons actually want to plug into remote work, but the truth is remote work is not built for everybody, right? Remote work is not built for everybody. In as much as yes, you want to gather the digital skills, yes, be smart, be creative, have these digital skills is very important. But remote work is not for everybody. You can still have your digital skills and still go for your passion. But before you pursue your passion, get money first. Figure it out like we like Winner before you start pursuing your passions. Okay, so yeah, Winner is here to speak to us on a lot. Freelancing, just speak to you on freelancing, just speak to you how to position yourself, global positioning, and a lot more. He has actually helped so many hundreds of Nigerian youths, help them with their resume, that even landed them global talent visas. Ha! When I read that, I was like, I need to follow this man. Global, if you know what global talent visa, I mean, after this, go and check on Google and everything. You know how difficult it is. So imagine this young man in front of us here helping people actually land those opportunities. You want to listen to him. So Rina, over to you. Please The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, we can. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the hyping. But then, above all, we still give all glory to God. Sorry, I'm a Christian, so I usually ascribe more glory to
Yes,
God
so,
when it comes to. Yeah.
so
So
that's
my name is
important.
Wina.
Yes. Yes.
My name is
BSY is
Wina.
God's vision. So yes, please quiet.
Okay, okay. My name is Wina Bangwe, and I'm an IT specialist. Of course, I work in the IT in the banking sector. So when I tell people that I'm a banker, they assume that maybe I'm in treasury or I'm in marketing or something. I'm actually on the tech team in the bank. So when I say I'm a banker, you understand what I mean. So I'll be discussing freelance and remote work. That's like building your life beyond borders. Because if you look at it today now, in our contemporary world now, everyone is going beyond Nigeria. There are people working for companies in Scotland, in Europe in general, like Italy, everywhere like that, Germany, US, UK, right from the comfort of their home. So which makes a lot of sense. And although there are what's it called? There are demerits to it and there are merits to it. So you just need to know what works for you. Like Rejoice has said, is not for everybody. The remote work is not for everybody. I've worked remotely before. I've done freelancing before. Of course, I'm still doing freelancing and I still work remotely for some people, but it's not my main hustle. It's just my side hustle. So, uh, quickly, I care so much about this topic because I've worked in the line, and of course, you can't give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. So that's why this topic is very I find it very interesting and very useful. So whenever I'm being called upon to disseminate information or knowledge as regards this particular topic online, I'm always ready and ever ready to do such. So my journey in freelancing started while I was in the university, and back then it was just designing gigs. I learned how to do graphics. So I was just doing graphics here and there for brands, startups. What's it called? All these pre-order guys, their monthly designs, their maybe 3 designs per week, and all of that. So that was what I was just doing. And then I decided to move ahead. I said, okay, let me go into software development. So I went to a coding academy. I learned software development. So I added that to my portfolio. I started writing codes for companies remotely. I did internship in so many places and I was able to work like that. That's how my freelancing started. So anyone that has my number, we know that every month I reach out to every of my contacts. Now, how do I do that? I make a design every month, the first of every month. Any one of my contacts, if you have my contact, definitely you get my design. So I can't reach out to over 2,000 people of my contacts. So how do I reach out to them? I use my new month design to reach out to everybody. Oh, okay, happy new month. I wish you this, that. That's how I reach out to everyone. So when everyone sees my message, it has not become a norm. I've been doing that for over 2 years now, and it has become a norm for me. That okay, everybody's always expected every month that oh, this guy is going to send the new month design. So now, do you know the funny thing? I now make my design in such a manner that even brands can use it. So those that don't have money to pay for designs, they do what? They use my design as their own new design. All they need to do is just to scrap out my name or my link or whatever I had that is identifying that is my design. They scrap it away or they cut it, then they use it as their own design. So that's how my own freelancing and remote work started. So by doing that, it's opening doors for me. So a lot of people like, there's this guy that has to receive his new month design. He knows how to make design, so I can link you up with him. That's how I started getting design gigs. There are some design that I have to reject or I give to some other people that are also in that design industry. Oh, do this, do that for me. I can link you up with my friends and all of that. That's how my own journey started, and up till now, I am still doing it. So quickly in this short period of time that I have, the objective of this webinar is just to identify alternative career paths and understand freelancing opportunities available. Then also you explore remote work benefits, then learn essential skills needed. So that's just the objective of this short period of time I have. So now what's the reality? There's a loud silence when you're about to graduate, like a very loud silence. I don't know if there's anything like that, if you understand what I mean. A very loud silence. And what does this mean? It means that you become confused. You'll be confused. You'll be like, oh, what next? But everybody knows that once you are done after graduation, the next thing is NYSC. You know, for some people, they don't even bother to do NYSC. For people that they were born with silver spoon, or they have what's it called? They have big men or women like as relative. They don't even need NYSC. They start work immediately. But people like us that we are from the trenches, you have to do NYSC. If in Nigeria today, if you have not done NYSC, you basically you have not graduated. That's the meaning, because every criteria for every job is NYSC first, because they believe that once you've done NYSC, then automatically you've graduated. So even after NYSC, there's always a loud silence. They'll be like, oh, okay, what next for me? What am I going to do? Or what will I do? And all of that. And do you know that's another line? That's another topic on its own. That period is another topic. That's like self-discovery, of which I will not be going into. That's another topic entirely, self-discovery. And I got to discover my own self while I was in training level in the university. I knew what I was called to do. I know what I was called to become after testing the waters. When I mean testing the water, I've done a lot of things. And I know that, okay, I think this is my line. Tech is my line. So I need to go deeply into it. Now, there's pressure, there's confusion, and there's survival. Because once you're done with school, of course, you don't expect your parents to be giving you pocket money anymore. You can't be expecting. So you need to find something to do. You need to find something to do for yourself. Now, what do you do? Now, the difference between freelancing and remote work is just basically freelancing is a project-based work. It offers flexibility and it's short-term, those short-term based. Just like maybe there's a startup that they're just starting up. There's also the CEO, probably maybe the co-founder and some other guys like that, and they need technical guys like the software developer, maybe data scientist, what's it called, a graphic designer, project manager, just to bring people together to do something for them. That's freelancing. The remote work is long-term employment. Of course, it's contract-based too. It's contract-based, and it allows what's it called, virtual office. It allows virtual office for you, an environment. That's remote work. So you don't necessarily need to be on site to work. You don't necessarily need, you can work anywhere. As I am like this now, I'm not at home. I'm coming from a particular program and I branch somewhere. I'll be like, oh, before I get home, it will take time and I'll lose track of my time. So let me just branch somewhere. I just got to a friend's house, set up myself, and now I'm here just to do this this webinar. So remote work grants you access anywhere. You can work anywhere at any time. Then also, now the world of remote work is fast moving, because in fact, people now don't want to go, they don't want to go on site anymore. Now, if you look at, there's a company called Andela. I think about 2 years ago, Andela put out an announcement that they don't want to be on site anymore, that they want to be remotely, they want to be working remotely. And if anyone that knows Andela will know that these guys are really good. They do a lot. And Andela, at that time, I wanted to go into Andela. I was doing my pushing myself, like doing code milling and all of that, just pitching myself to them. And that was the period they said they were going to go remote. And I was like, God, why now? Because defending yourself remotely will be so difficult for that kind of company, because Andela is a very big company. Andela is like maybe like subset of like the likes of Microsoft and the like. So pitching yourself to those guys is going to be very difficult if it is remote. But if they were say on site, I can easily walk in and do an internship. I'll be like, okay, please, let me just do 6 months internship without pay. Then during that 6 months, I can show myself to them, and eventually they might even want to even employ me, that, oh, this guy is good. He has really proved himself worthy. So the global market is ready for change. That's why companies, startups, organizations now, they're now tending towards remote work. So companies are hiring talent across borders. That's why you look at companies in Scotland, in UK, in US, everywhere. They are looking at Nigerians, they're looking at Africans, because they know that we are too good, we're too sabi. They know that we are too much. So they are looking at guys from our place to hire to work for them. So making remote work essential for success, because you don't necessarily need to board flights to go to Rwanda. You don't need to board flights to go to Kenya or wherever the company is to go and do what, to go and work for them at the comfort of your home. Just have your laptop, many a times even your phone, and you will work perfectly. Then also, there are key in-demand skills you can learn. for you to be qualified to work, to do freelance or remote work, the likes of virtual assistants or personal assistants, and those are basically for work optimization. Maybe a CEO needs a virtual assistant that can help him set his calendar using Calendly, or maybe book meetings using Google Workspace, or do presentation, write speaker speech, and all of that. They need assistance, and they are paying them really well, because it's more like you are a personal assistant to a C-suite executive, more like in a bank now. In the bank, most of our managers, they have technical assistants. They call them technical assistants. So these technical assistants, they are the ones that do a lot. They go everywhere with those managers, or the CEO, or the directors, or whoever the person is. So far, the person is a C-suite executive. So they go everywhere for the person, do slides, do presentation, write speech, do all sorts of things for the person. Another skills is like graphics design. Yes, that's like in fact, that industry is saturated, but you can make your money if you are good. Graphics design, video editing, content creation, content writing. In fact, if you look at many of our content creators, it's not all of them that write their content. That's the funny thing. It's not all of them. They just come to us as like they're content creators. They're only the face, but there are people behind writing stories for them, writing content for them. Those are the guys that they are paying handsomely, because those people can easily create content from there. I have a guy, Richard Aijino. This guy is so good with content. Like on the spot, just meet him anytime. Please, I need the content for so that, and he will generate it for you. He's so good. There are people that are gifted like that. So it's a very good, it's a lucrative business. Content creator, content writing, UI UX design. There's a lot of them. Software development. You can even part your own software and decide, okay, I want to do front end, or I want to do back end, or some people they want to be software testers. There are different skills that are in demand right now that a lot of people are doing. And also social media. Yes, this is even the best of all. Social media marketing, email marketing, social media marketing. These are what's it called? These are ways that people use to enhance their business visibility. So they need people that can handle such kind of skill to grow their business. And people in sales is very good for you. I remember some time ago, I wanted to apply for a role for social media manager, and the guy was asking me a lot of questions, and I knew for sure that he just needed sales. He just want to make money. So I understood his assignment. So I decided to do a one-on-one meeting with him and his team, and I'd be like, okay, what exactly do you want? How do you want it to do? How do you want it? This is the idea I have. This is how we can go about it to sell your business. So social media marketing is another beautiful thing, because of course, you must sell now, you must make sales. So email marketing, I heard when Messiah was talking about do code mailing and all of that. Do you know that even as a salesperson, you need to do those code mailing, and that code mailing is on a personal level, but email marketing is on a broader level. Now, email marketing, you are looking for ways to reach out to people, many people, about your products. Email marketing is good. There's a way you can generate emails. There's a way you can generate emails for a company. Let's say, for example, now I want to pitch myself to let's say MTN. I have a product that can help them, and this product, I really need them to be on this project with me. I want them to buy this product. How will I pitch myself? Now, all I need to do is email marketing. How do I get the email of their top executive? How do I do that? There are different platforms. Number one is hunter.io. Hunter.io. See, once you just put mtnng.com or mtn.com or any website, it generates the email that's under that website. Now, let me explain how it does that. Anyone that is into web design, you understand that at the back end, you can create webmail. Now, that webmail is what people usually use in their office. Like me now, where I work, I have my own webmail. Aside from my normal, aside from my normal bangoiwina@gmail.com, I have a webmail, and it's this webmail I use while I am in the office, or we used to communicate with ourselves in the office. So that's the same thing. If you put the name of my organization, the website, if you put it in that hunter.io, the webmail that is under that organization, you will see everything. So all you need to do is do what? Pitch yourself to them by sending those in. That's email marketing. Now, also, what also make money is language translation. Oh my God! Especially those that are doing Korean, those people that can do that Korean K drama people that know how to speak Korean, all of that. They need people that can translate. They need translators. Korean, Yoruba, Portuguese, German. These are skills that are in demand, that you just be at the comfort of your home and you are making money. All you need to do It might be like you might be a personal assistant to a particular Korean person, and all you need to do is, okay, you interpret what he's saying to maybe an English speaking investor. That is your work, and they are paying them handsomely. And also tutoring. Yes, you can tutor. There was one of my guys, he's telling me that he got a job. He's teaching physics and mathematics in a UK school. I was like, how did you come about it? How? He said he just saw the link. He just saw the advertisement and he applied. And of course, I studied physics electronics. He also studied physics electronics, and he just applied. And they said that okay, they will give him a class just to test him. And he carried the student along. They enjoyed his class, and that was how he got the job. And they are paying him in pounds. They are paying him in pounds. That's how he started his own work. Now he's not even just learning to look for work in Nigeria. That one is enough for him. So those are skills. There are a lot more, but I just, for the sake of slide and all of that, I just made little one. But I know we know the skills that are in demand. There's cyber security, information security, network management. There are a lot that you can do. Then also, you need to align your skills. I said something about testing the waters. Now, during my time in the university, I was just moving from one skill to another. I was learning everything. I knew for sure that my career path is in IT. I knew, but I needed to know which of the IT am I going to go into. So I was testing the waters. I got a scholarship with KPMG on data analysis, and KPMG in collaboration with Forage, and it was for 6 months. So, and that 6 months, they taught us data analysis, like on a thorough level. They taught us, we moved from Excel straight down to SQL, then Power BI, then from there we used Tableau, and then we moved straight to Python. So we're doing a lot. It was really thorough. And don't forget that I've done software development, I've done graphics, now I've done data analysis. So I moved into software testing. So I was just going around and around. I was testing the water. So by the time I graduated, I understood that, it's like I'm more of a hardware and software person. I prefer the hardware and the software of IT. So why can't I just channel myself into that? So that's why I decided that, okay, let me just go for project management, network, information technology in general, but aligning myself to network management, support, what's it called, software development, software testing. That was what I channeled myself to, that, this is what I want to do. So you need to align your skills. You don't just like maybe you're writing a resume now. You've worked with a company as a data analyst, you work with a company as a software engineer, you're not combining it together, you're not applying for the role of a software tester. They'll be like, you're not serious, your skills is not aligned. Do you understand? So you need to align yourself to a particular part, that this is what I want. And how do you get to that? What do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy doing? You need to know what, something that if they wake you up now, that, winner, Alpha, I need you to do something for me. You don't need to think before you start doing that. I saw a post on Twitter recently, and the person was telling me that, okay, that which course, which subject, if peradventure you are being told that you are going to write WAEC tomorrow, which course will you do without even reading? Which course will you do and you score A without reading? And in my mind, I knew it was mathematics. I don't need to read. I knew it was mathematics. I will score A. There's no two way about it, because I enjoy mathematics so much. So you need to understand what you enjoy doing. Then what are people paying for? What are people really paying for? You need to understand that you need to understand that terminology. What are people paying for right now? You need to understand it. Then what can you learn fast? So if you can understand all of this, then you know how to align your skills. Then now there are several tools for remote work and freelancing. There are plenty. In fact, I'm going to share it later after that, but I just wrote little. We have Slack for communication. We have Chanty. We have Zoom. Yes, Zoom also is for communication. We have Flow Club. You have Meet. That's Google Meet. You have Ovice. You have Blue Jeans. You have Jira. That's project management. You have Trello for what's it called, sectioning your work, maybe per week or per day or per month. You have Asana. You have Calendly. Yes, for booking appointments. You have Google Workspace. Google Workspace is a perfect example of a remote work. In Google Workspace, you have Keep Notes. You have Google Meet. You have Google Translate. You have Google Excel. You have a workbook. You have Google Docs. They are different. In fact, when you just open your Chrome browser, there's a particular section where you click on your profile. It brings out all your Google products. That is enough for you to start remote work. In fact, Google is like a perfect example. It's enough for you. Then also you have Notion, you have Onboard, several ones like that. But I just listed few in the slide, so you can check out those tools. Then also, where to find jobs? Where do I need to find jobs? LinkedIn. LinkedIn number one. LinkedIn, Indeed, Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal, freelancer.com, Flex Jobs, Guru.io, Simply Hired, Contract, Work Remotely, Arc, Well Found, Gone.io. They are different where you can find remote, even Twitter. You can find remote job, even Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, because right now, anybody, if you're looking for roles now, people post jobs everywhere. Maybe they posted the job on LinkedIn. Someone can copy it or screenshot and post it on Twitter. Someone else can copy that listing from Twitter and post on Facebook, depending on where their audience is based. So you can do it any social platform. You can get your jobs there, any social platform. Then also, now positioning yourself and portfolio building. How do you get this strong online presence? Not everybody, me as a person, my own strong place now is Twitter. I have a very strong presence on Twitter. I just went on the low a bit this period because of work, because I've not been able to keep up with my guys and all of that, do our normal banting and everything. You need to know your strengths. Twitter is a chaotic place. So if you don't have a mind
like
of your
Twitter.
own, if you don't have a mind, if you don't have a mind of your own, you will go astray. Because Twitter, everybody' opinion is valid on Twitter, either good or bad. So if you don't have a mind of your own, you will not be able to. So Twitter is just a fun place for me. Anytime I'm bored and I need to clear my head, I just go to Twitter. That's what I do. But when I want to be serious, if you want to find the serious part of me, is LinkedIn. The serious
LinkedIn,
part of me is
absolutely.
LinkedIn. That's where you get the serious part of me. So a strong online presence enhances your credibility and visibility. So if you have a very strong online presence, it will really help you. Now, it is essential to stand out. That's the very point of it. It's very essential and attract opportunity in today's or competitive freelance and remote work and landscape, because everybody now is doing remote work. Everybody's not doing freelancing. So it's very essential for you to stand out. How do you stand out? This is where you need to put in, there's some people now, they do storytelling. Excuse me, they do storytelling on social media. There's a particular guy, I usually read his story on Twitter. Now, this guy is a content writer, but to showcase his skills, he writes stories. In fact, see, when you start reading his story, you will get glued. You will read it to the very end. That's how good he is. No matter how long lengthy that thread is, you will read it to the very end, because his stories are always very interesting and it attracts people to read it. So that is his own strength. There's some people that like I said earlier, I say I make designs every month for my contacts. That's on WhatsApp. So everybody gets my new month message every month. The first of that month, like this. If you don't get it in the morning, you get it in the evening. Now, why do I do that? I'm doing that to pitch myself. I'm doing that to tell people that I do designs. So it's not my main job. It's just a freelancing work for me. So if it comes, I get to do it. If it does not come, I continue. I'm just building my portfolio. So when I do that design, I pile it up, put it in a particular. I use Behance.net, so that's why I put most of my designs. I just put it there. At times I even forget to upload, but that is where I use Behance.net. I put that's for graphic designer. If you want to put out your designs, you can use Behance.net. Now, a personal website. There's some people that they use websites. You don't necessarily need to use social media. Some people use website. Just like someone that does software development or web design, you can build a personal website for yourself to showcase your work. You can build a personal website. Or someone that does in fact, anybody can use a personal website. Someone that does virtual assistance, you can build a website as a virtual assistant. You can get someone to build a website for you. Then inside that website, you can talk about where you've worked, who you've worked with inside that website. So it's just like you are pitching yourself through a website. So whenever you are posting something on social media, you just attach your website, so people get to see the website. Then also, resume is very, very important. A very clean and clear resume is more like your digital. LinkedIn is more like your digital resume. LinkedIn, if in fact you can create a resume with your LinkedIn profile. There's a way you can do it. Just go to your profile and there's a particular link you click that to create a resume for you. LinkedIn create it with your profile. There's a way to create it for you. So LinkedIn is like your digital resume. Resume is just like your physical passports to get a job. So if you're not going to be using your resume, submitting physically or maybe online, you can use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very big platform where you can get jobs. So you can pitch yourself on LinkedIn or you submit your resume. Then also showcasing your work. You need to showcase your work. Like anything you are doing, you need to showcase your work. Recently, I was talking to a junior of mine. She's also a friend, but she's a lower level when we're investing. And she was telling me that that she's really confused and she doesn't know what to do. Now, she has graduated, but she doesn't want to go to NYSC because she doesn't know what she wants to go and do in NYSC. Now, and I told her, what do you enjoy doing? And this lady, I've seen her work firsthand. Nobody needs to tell me. She is very good in revamping clothes. See, she can pick a rag and turn it to a very nice attire, and you'll be so wowed by it. Now, I told her, I said, do you know that there's a digital part of this work? She said, how? I said, all you need to do is just to learn animation. It's as easy as that. Now, you just need to start doing drawings of your designs. Sometimes you don't even need to even sew clothes. Just digital representation of your work by drawing what you want to sew. You can sell it to organizations that are into what's it called, fashion and all of that. You can sell it and they will buy it. There's some people that they even call you to be a project manager. And all this modeling work and all of that, all this runway, this thing. They will get digital illustrators to design their clothes for them, and they will not sew it, then use it for a wrong way. They pay those people handsomely. So you need to showcase your work, even if you don't have people that are into sewing, and they'll say that, how do I showcase my work online? Is what's it called? So many tailors are online, fashion designers are online, they are everywhere. How do I showcase my work? The reason why what's this lady name? Please remind me on Instagram. This lady that she got married. You said
Vicky James. Is it Vicky
Vicky
James?
James. Exactly. The reason why Vicky James is trending so well is because she's showcasing her work through content creation. I don't know if you get it. It's true content. Nobody knew her as a fashion designer before. Nobody knew her as a fashion designer. She just came into the world of content creation. It was through that popularity that she now brought in her business. Now people are not patronizing her. There's no gala night. There's no events that celebrities are doing that they will not. And she's charging in millions, not thousands, millions. So you know what it means to showcase yourself. So whatever it is you are doing, put out your work. Where any summit you go for, any meeting you go for, tell people what you do. That's how you position yourself. You are building that network. Let people know what to do. In fact, carry it on your head like Oshuka. Let people know that this is what I do. Now, mindset is very, very important. Mindset is very, very important when it comes to getting to align yourself. How will you approach a potential client if you saw yourself as a solution provider rather than a job seeker? Now, there's this popular saying that talks about elevator pitch. You have 30 seconds. The max time that you can use in an elevator, let's say 30 seconds. Let's say if it's up to like 20 floors, maximum of 40 seconds or 30 seconds. You get to the 20th floor, maybe from ground floor to the 20th floor. You have 30 seconds. Now, if you're opportune to meet Tony Enimelu in an elevator, how in 30 seconds, how will you position yourself as a solution provider? You know who he is. He's a businessman. Now, what kind of business will you bring to him that will never say no to? Now, that is how your mindset must start working. That is how your mind. Now, if you want to pitch yourself as a freelancer and a remote worker to a particular organization or a individual, now, what is that person doing? And how are you going to come in? That is what you should be, what's it called? Pitch to that person. That's what you should be thinking about now. How do I position myself that when I meet someone, I'm going to be providing solution to that person? Because when it comes to business now, nobody's looking for just come and work for me for part-time. No, you are coming to make work easy for people. Work optimization and process. Nobody's looking for anybody that will just come and you are my family. If I am a business owner, I own my own business, I'm a CEO. In fact, I will most likely not employ family because they will hate me. Because when it comes to business, I am straightforward. I don't mix pleasure. If you're not doing my work way, I yank you off. Work is work. So you have to position yourself in such a manner that you must do the work and as a solution provider. So you have to position yourself in a manner that, okay, this is what I am, this is what I can do. And I'm a solution provider for this problem you are facing in this particular aspect of your business or whatever it is that person is doing. So that's a mindset shift. You must first have that mindset. And once you can conceive something in your heart that you can do it, forget it, you will achieve it. If you say you're going to get it, you're going to get it. It might take time, but you are going to. But the moment you're saying that, nah, I can't do this thing, forget it. There's no way you're going to do it. You will not make that thing. That's just the way the mind works. Now, finally, you need to discover new freelancing opportunities. You need to discover new freelance opportunities. You need to embrace remote work flexibility, build essential skills confidently. Like, you need to build your skills, be strong, that when you meet people, they will never say no to you because of what you can do. They will not say no to you. You have to position yourself for success. You don't need to have it all figured out. You can do bit by bit. Start from anywhere and build as you grow. Now, I'm using graphics for example because that is what I do. Now, if you look at graphics, whenever I'm designing, I keep those designs as a portfolio. Now, if peradventure I want to pitch myself to another person, all I need to just gather all those designs I've done, show it to someone as a portfolio. That is what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm working and I'm building a portfolio. I am working and I'm building a portfolio. I am working and I'm building a portfolio. Now, peradventure you have not even started working. You are still trying to get yourself on board. Now, that is where freelancing comes in. Freelancing. The word freelancing does not necessarily, that free there is very, very important. Now, I have done so many free work for people. Now, there was a day I met a particular guy. He owns a startup, and I told him that I used to see your design on Instagram, but I don't like it. Now, I did a redesign of every of the design. There are about 15 designs on their Instagram page. So I did a redesign of it. I did a redesign of all the 15 designs, and I went to him straight and I told him, I said, I don't like the design that is on your Instagram page. I've done 15 of those designs that is on your page. Just take a look at it and tell me how you feel about it. That was what I did. And he brought me on board and I started designing for them. And he was paying me. Now, I did those free designs for him. So immediately he got a hold of those designs. They went to delete all of the old one that they had and uploaded the one I had. Now, he didn't pay me for that one because I gave it to him for free. Now, I now started charging him bit by bit from the free ones I have done, because he has seen my work. He has seen my work that, oh, this guy is good, so let's bring him on board. So I started doing designs for him. So per week I was doing 3 designs. They upload 3 designs in a week. Every week 3 designs. So I was charging him per week. So I get my pay every week. So I did it for him for about 6 months and I left. So all those designs I did for him, I pack it again, put it in a folder in my Behance. I name it with the name of that startup on my Behance. So I pitched to another person. That was the way I was building portfolio. So you build as you grow. Then also you can reflect on your journey. What skills can you develop now to thrive in the future? Now, the way the world is going now, before there was nothing like data analysis. There's nothing like machine learning. There's nothing like AI before, about 10 years ago. Although it is in existence, but people are not diving into it. Now, cybersecurity was not taken serious before, but right now, people are not taking cybersecurity very serious. AI now is the order of the day. Now, what is the world talking about now? What skills can I build to improve on? Now, even if you have built yourself on a particular skill, you still need to grow day by day in that skill set. Now, people used to say that, oh, AI is taking people's job. The truth of the matter is AI can never take your work from you. The only thing is that AI will just help you to optimize your work. That's the truth. So you need to know how to use AI. That's where prompt engineering comes in place. Prompt engineering is another talk entirely. So AI, when you're talking to AI, you are letting AI know how you think. So prompt engineering is very, very important. 2 people can use AI, put the same question at the same time, and they will get different responses. It depends on how you prompt it. So you need to reflect now that what kind of work is it that can do that is on a long term, that can never fade away. That is what, and tech majorly is even is what cannot go away. And the truth of the matter is tech is now in the business of everybody. So either you're a fashion designer, you're a mechanic, you're whatever, anything you're doing, tech is still inside your business. So thank you very much. That is all that I have for you. Thank you very much. Rejoice, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm here. I'm taking notes
All right.
because
Yeah.
yes. Oh my God. I thought you guys Vina was coming to help you win. And we're not joking. I thought you guys Vina was coming to help you win. So, I learned so much. I'm so full. I mean, a lot from here. And I think I saw some persons asking some questions. For example, I think the hunter.io, somebody was asking for the spelling of that. So hunter.io, hunterio. You also mentioned, okay, it's on screen already. Okay, that's hunter.io is on screen. Apollo.io as well. I think Messiah Kaite also mentioned that. So you guys have seen tools, and my God, this is I learned a lot, honestly, a whole lot, and it just boils down to positioning. First thing first, your mindset, right? Your mindset. When you're ready, you decide you can achieve anything you put your mind to do. And somebody was saying something like, how do you be creative, or come up with ideas? For example, that stuff you mentioned about telling your friend about bringing up her designs, her the clothes she makes, putting them into
Yeah.
animation. Wow, that was so creative. And see, what came to my mind was, if you need something like that, an idea like that, please go to the Holy Spirit. This is not a church program. This is
Honestly,
actually a church
honestly.
program. This is actually a church program, because BSY is organized by God. So if you don't like listening to God, you should not even be here in the very first place. All right? Go to the Holy Spirit, because your mind, he breathes on it, right? So yes, creativity. God can tell you what to do, right? Something very unique. That stuff you think is basic, you can literally take it up and put it into something, and people are shocked. You create something out of it. What do you make out of what you have? Basically, it's how you package it. People say the difference between plantain chips and what, and bakery is what's packaging, right? It's just
It's
how you
packaging. Oh.
package that. It's packaging, it's how you present yourself, how you present what you do, and be out there. I think a lot of times the speakers have mentioned this so many times. Be out there. Nobody pays you for behind the scenes. If they don't see, they don't see it. Show yourself, show your work, come out, carry your market on your head, carry it, carry it. It's just you. Nobody can actually sell your product more than you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think I also wrote down some other thing. Okay, one thing I also want to, from what you said, one thing I also want to put out, when you said mention about you build your portfolio as you go. I hope somebody really took that strategy. What you did with that company, your designs and everything. I hope somebody grabbed that strategy, because that's like a very huge strategy. It's not about pitching for jobs. It's not even about begging for jobs or applying for multiple jobs. People would hire you for value. If you tell people that you've not eaten from now to tomorrow, they will only tell you sorry, probably send you money to eat
Yeah.
that day, right? But then why should I hire you? What can you bring? So imagine you're not just telling them that I can add value, you're showing them, oh, my company needs a design, or they didn't even notice that maybe their website is somehow. You're a website designer, then you discover it that, oh, I can do this for you actually. And then you do it, and then you show you are bringing value. It's almost hard for them to ignore somebody like you. All right. So it boils down to your value. You build your portfolio. You don't wait until you're completely perfect. Learning never ends. And for the tools, please learn tools. This is so important. At least be digital. Learn tools. I was telling a friend one time that wanted to learn customer service, customer support and all. I just said, you know what? Aside learning, how to talk to customers and everything, learn the tools around it, right? As a customer support representative, what are the tools that I need to learn around it, right? Oh, okay, I can use Zendex, I can use Intercom. Learn at least three tools around the skill. You don't need so much, you don't need too much. Just learn the three tools you need around it. And that is that. Package what you've been learning, build projects, try out, solve tickets as a customer support, solve tickets. Oh, people are making inquiries, solve it, do it like your own project, take screenshots. That is your portfolio, and carry it on your head like that and enter the market. So, Rina, thank you so much. Okay, I think somebody
Thank you
have
for having me.
question. I am
Okay.
so, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Okay, somebody said, how can we deal with criticism? Please help touch on that. I don't know if I exactly understand what that means, but how can we deal with criticism?
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
I think
okay.
the first,
I, I,
okay. Mhm.
I get that. Most times people will talk down at your work. It's very normal. In fact, yeah, I've seen a lot like that on Twitter. There's a particular guy, he showcases his design on Twitter, and there's a guy that also knows how to make design also. And this guy, the way he lambasts the work, even me myself, I was feeling for the guy, because if it were me, I'll just enter the shower and start crying. But I was so shocked. I was so shocked at the way the guy handled that situation. And the guy was like, wow, that I'll really take this into consideration. It means that you're willing to learn. whatever criticism that comes, you need to look into it, because not everybody will find your work appealing. Not everybody. There are people that will see it as, oh, this is normal now. You need to be exceptional. You need to take it to yourself and be like, how can I improve myself? So everything that comes your way, you need to absorb it, learn to absorb, because the moment it affects you, then you'll be your mind will be close to change. You will not want to be exposed anymore. You'll be limited to what you already know. But the moment in fact, those people that talk down at your work, that they know what they are saying, no, not people that they don't know anything and they just talk rubbish of your work. People that really know what they really know what it is. You need to move close to them. Move close to them, like have a close marking with them and get to meet them personally. Even if you haven't meet them personally, study them and know how they function, how they work, and how they see it, how they reason. It will really help you to improve yourself like that. It will really help you, honestly. So criticism is not going to, from the word say, it looks like wicked, evil. So don't expect it to be all nice at all times. Don't expect it to be nice. In fact, the moment your work is getting to your head, you're feeling like, oh, this guy is a great designer, oh, this guy is a mad developer. The moment it's getting to your head, you will fail. So just don't let that happiness get too much to you, and don't let also the bad side, don't let it get too much to you. So you just have to work on yourself, learn how to absorb things differently and use it to function and forge ahead. That's just it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I think somebody is at the backstage that's putting the slide up. So please, Mr. Samuel, if you can hear me, you can please bring down the slides so we can have our speakers on stage fully. Thank you so much. Okay, Rina, thank you so much. This is I don't think any people that came here today. Oh, thank you, Mr. Samuel. People that actually joined this section, you guys are going home with gold. But like I would always say, most of these things that the speakers are saying today, most times you most likely have heard these things before. So it's not even about what they are saying, it's actually about what you make out of it. And like I said, implement early, implement quickly, put it into action. I think somebody was even asking a question about how can you position yourself and put yourself out more. So I think you should watch this section again, because I think Mezaya Kaiti already touched on that. The overdue strategy, work on you as you're learning. Be putting yourself out there. You're building projects, you're training, put yourself out there. Anything you're doing, put yourself out there. And then you know that when you're training and everything, you start to reach out. We've given you guys some tools now. Okay, one more thing I want to ask. Hi, Rina, are you still there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, thank you so much. I wanted to ask for permission. Can we share your slide? Because I think
Of
there's
course,
some
yes.
things. Okay,
Definitely. In
in the
fact, a lot of people
company.
are already asking me. A lot of people are asking me for it already. So please share it. Share it to them.
Thank you
Please
so
share it.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It's a lot. So if you attend VSY and you don't make $1 trillion in this by December, I will come for you. I'll come for you, because no, now you cannot go with all of this free information and not do anything with it, guys. What you owe every of these speakers and what you owe BSY basically is your success. Okay, go for it. Somebody also asked a question around how do you find out what you enjoy or like your niche? Like I said, I think I've answered that question in the community. That I think is personal, right? That's where you need to sit down and think. I cannot tell you, oh, this is what you enjoy. You know what you enjoy. And besides, you also have to ask yourself one particular stuff that I wrote down that Winner spoke about is, what are people paying for? I can ask you now, what do you enjoy? Do you tell me you enjoy eating? Like, right? So what are people paying for? Right? Learn a skill, learn it, grow. You cannot fund what you want to enjoy. But if you want to enjoy, you can actually digitalize what you enjoy. You can. It's just being creative. And like I said, the best person to go for creativity is the Holy Spirit. Finding your favorite skill and niche is really tough. I recommend you to go to the Holy Spirit. Basically, but the thing is, sit down, ask yourself questions, go online, search, be creative. This thing I enjoy. People make a lot of money from sewing, from cooking, from anything you are doing. It's just how you position it, right? It's just how you position it. Writing, ghostwriting, all of these things. You have all of these skills. You can do graphic design. It's how you present it. It's how you present it. The way I'm going to be priced as a business development representative in Nigeria, the way I'm going to, price what I do might not be the same with another person that might even be better than me. It's just about positioning, guys. It's about positioning. So I'm sure this section has been super impactful. Okay, somebody said it's super impactful. Let me hear you guys in the comments. Are you still with me? If you are with me, say value, value, type value, type value. How much is $1 trillion? Do you get how much is $1 trillion, sef? How much? Like how much? If you're still with me, type value in the comments. Let me be sure. Winner, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do have an
Thank you
amazing
for having me.
evening. Thank you so much. We are
And
so
you too.
honored. You're grateful. Thank you for saying yes to BSY. This is the first edition of BSY, and it's so amazing that big names like you guys said yes to it. I am deeply humbled and I am so grateful. Thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of today's section. If you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe before you leave the live. Subscribe, like. This is the channel for BSY 2025, and tomorrow is the final day. If you missed any of the sections, don't miss tomorrow. Please don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be, the Bible says the end of a thing is better than the beginning thereof, right? Tomorrow we are bringing value back to back, and you want to be here live. So don't miss tomorrow's section. Same time, 6 p.m. We are going to be live for day 3 and the final day for BSY. Okay. Thank you, guys. You can start logging off now. We end BSY day 2 today. Go to the community, start to type, how do you feel? How was today's section? Our winners want to hear you. And I'm also going to be dropping winners slide and also the phone number of, I'm not going to drop the phone number of Messiah Kaite. If you did not join live, that's your punishment. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. They need it. See you same time tomorrow.